nonsense, let's keep going. So the BET Awards 2024 happened this year, and it had loads of hip hop and R&B stars. If you are a fan of hip hop and R&B, then you might know them. And even if you are a fan of hip hop and R&B, you might not even know some of them, because me, I don't even know some of the younger rappers. I'm not so familiar with their music, but I think maybe the teenagers are. So if you're over 30, you're probably going to be into a whole different type of hip hop and R&B if you're over 30. But anyway, it was a good show. It was a good show. Taraji P. Henson was hosting. She did a good job, but made a little mistake somewhere. In a part of the show, basically, she explained that she rehearsed. Like, okay, so there was a guy there. She was supposed to know who he was. And what happened was, he was sitting in a different seat. So she was supposed to hand something to this guy, like, as part of her rehearsal thing. And she rehearsed with, okay, say there's 1, 2, 3 seat. I think she rehearsed with seat number 3. So what happened, she handed this thing to the wrong guy. And the guy was in seat number 1. So 1, 2, 3. So it was the correct guy laid in the wrong guy. And then there was a little bit of upset there, because obviously I understand a little bit both sides. The guy's upset is, you know, if you're going to pay me my flowers properly. Like, know who I am, direct me, like, he was probably thinking, direct me properly. Like, yeah, mention me properly. And then, because after the show, I think they had a little back and forth, you know, these Instagram messages or TikTok messages or these things. But in the end, he was fine with it, and he dropped the rose thing in one of his, I don't know if it's these Instagram or TikTok, one of them online things. And I think she apologized and was mentioned that, you know, how she rehearsed the thing and she didn't mean him any disrespect. But apart from that, you know, she's running around, she's got to get changed, she's got to be here, she's got to be there. But anyway, she was a good host in the end, and it's not easy hosting a whole award show. And loads of performers there you might know, you might not know. Like I said, if you're over 30 and you're into hip hop and R&B, it might be a different type of hip hop and R&B that you're into. So Ice Spice performed, Megan Thee Stallion performed, Lalo performed, Sexy Red performed, Taylor performed, Glorilla's performed, the great Lauryn Hill, the GOAT, the best. Lauryn Hill, Miss Education of Lauryn Hill. When I was a kid, that's one of the best albums ever. I don't know why Lauryn Hill stopped. Like, her vocals, like, when I was a kid and I watched, Sister Act, and I saw Lauryn Hill singing, I was like, oh my God, I want to sing like her, I want to be like her. But I don't have those vocals. And I couldn't afford performing arts. I couldn't afford like professional performing arts school. I did performing arts age 11 to 16, normal secondary school. We call it secondary school in London. I think maybe it's high school in America. So 11 to 16, normal secondary school, I did singing and dance. And I loved PE and drama, but you can't pick dance and drama, and you can't pick PE and music. Physical education. Anyway, forget that. But yeah, when I saw Sister Act when I was a kid, I loved Lauryn Hill, and she went on to be a great, amazing artist. So Lauryn Hill performed, and Tyler did a performance. Some people say it was a bit boring, but what could she do with that performance? Really, they made the stage nice for Tyler, but I thought it was alright. It was alright. Victoria Monet, she's quite new. She's still quite new, Victoria Monet. She did really good performance. She's a really good performer, and she's done quite well. She sings, oh my mama, you know. got a new song, Alright, and it looks like the dancing in the video and the dressing in her video is like inspired like Michael Jackson, and maybe people were saying like inspired by Michael Jackson and Beyonce kind of dancing. But she's really good, the Victoria Monet. She's very good. And Megan Thee Stallion performed. Again, people say her dancing looks like it's inspired by Beyonce. She did a good performance. She's a really good performer. Megan Thee Stallion can dance. And she's pretty and she looks good. And I don't hate Megan Thee Stallion, by the way. Because I'm a Nicki fan. I disliked what she did to Nicki in the past. Because when people do things to people, it makes them not trust people. So there was a time people were saying, oh, why doesn't Nicki work with all female? You know, why doesn't Nicki work with female? Why is she not working with female, you know, artists? And why isn't she hanging around female artists? And then you find out, and then it plays out why she doesn't trust people, you know. But Megan can dance and she can sing and she's still a pretty girl, and Nicki's still great and Nicki's still pretty and Nicki's still going. But it doesn't mean I've never said I hate Megan. I just dislike how she was, oh, I love you, Nicki, and then all of a sudden she just went off with Cardi B. But I like Cardi B, I like Nicki, and I like Megan. I don't hate anybody. I've got my own issues. I don't get involved in these kiddie pick side. Same thing with the whole Megan and Harry and William and Kate. It's kiddie picking side. Picking side for what? Are these people, do we work for them? No. But anyway, moving on. Let's get through this. So yeah, also Will Smith performed. Will Smith done a great performance. It was great. It was good. And he performed with Kirk Franklin. He done like a choir performance. Who was the choir again? Sunday Service choir. And it was really good. It was really good. Really good, powerful performance. He should not any negative comments. I think some people gave a few negative comments. I don't know what that was about. But I think that Will Smith done a really good performance and it was really good. I mean, they got to put something on the stage to make a show, you know. And I think some people were just going on moaning about the stage or something. But anyway, and then there was a tribute for Usher, the great Usher Raymond. Usher is a great performer. If you like hip hop and R&B, he's the real kind of like, he had a really good R&B tunes. So there was a list of people, too many to mention. Have a look online if you like hip hop and R&B. But he did a good speech. Some people complained about the speech because they were cutting it out because they said there was too many swear words in it. But then some people were saying, oh, why are you cutting out Usher's speech when you're playing trashy? They were saying they're playing the trashy youngsters swearing on the stage. I don't know. But people's comments are so funny sometimes. It's hilarious. It's funny. I like being inside people, seeing what's inside people's heads. But anyway, and then Normani was supposed to perform, but she had an injury. She's a female singer from a group, that Camila Cabello. I don't even support that Camila Cabello because after that whole Tumblr racist nonsense, the nasty comment about Rihanna and then the nasty comment about black people, when I saw that, I just stopped supporting that Camila Cabello or whatever. But anyway, Normani was supposed to perform, but she broke her leg or something. She had an injury. And then some trolls were saying, oh, Michael Jackson performed with an injury. Michael Jackson performed with an injury. Michael Jackson that was performing from age 5 to age over 40. This girl is still new. She's still new at it. That made me laugh. So anyway, people were trolling her. But obviously, I felt bad for her because obviously she wanted to perform at the awards. It was her time to shine, and you know, come to the public and make the public remember her. Because you know, some of these artists, they need to come and perform on stage so people remember them, people speak about them. So when they're on the stage performing, people speak about them, people remember them, and then people go and look for their records and people buy their records. So of course she wanted to come to the BET Awards and perform. And it's heartbreaking for performers. When a performer gets an injury, it's heartbreaking because that's their job, that's their livelihood. If a sports person gets an injury, it's heartbreaking. If a dancer gets an injury, it's heartbreaking because their job is to go and perform. So she obviously wanted to perform. So the trolls that were trolling her, there was no point of doing that because she was already feeling bad that she couldn't perform, and she wanted to perform and promote herself again. Okay, get well soon, girl. But I think she's better now. So yes, that was the 2024 BET